UK High Commissioner in South Africa, Antony Phillipson, says London is in favour of Pretoria's G20 priorities. Phillipson spoke to SABC News on the sidelines of the G20 Leaders Summit that has kicked off in Johannesburg. Here's Kailise Khumalo with more for you.
Well, certainly a very important time for South Africa. So day one is kicked off here in Nasrec, and obviously expectations are very high amongst the members of G20. But joining us now is a British High Commissioner here with us, Philip. And once again, High Commissioner, let's talk about the significance of this moment. We know South Africa and the UK, trade relations, so many other aspects as well. Your Prime Minister is in town. Just the significance of this moment.
So, as you say, the Prime Minister is in town, which is always great as a head of mission. But I think the first thing I would say is, and the President made this statement in his opening remarks, and indeed my Prime Minister has said it when he did a couple of media interviews yesterday, just the historic significance of the G20 meeting for the first time on African soil. And I think that really, really matters. The Prime Minister has come because we believe in the themes that South Africa has been pursuing this year around solidarity, equality and sustainability, the themes around climate, global health, just energy transition, financing, sustainable debt, etc., all of which you will see reflected in the declaration that the leaders who are gathered here have adopted and agreed right at the beginning of the meeting. So that's why I think this is such a historic occasion. It's also an occasion rooted in substance, and it is about the G20 coming together to address common actions to deal with common challenges.
And obviously, just High Commissioner, now looking at some countries not present, especially the biggest economy in the world, the UK's perspective in this regard, especially also around the declaration. We know tomorrow we're going to wait with bated breath to really look at progress in this regard.
So I think the key thing is the declaration is a statement of consensus by the leaders who are gathered here today. We will now take that forward with all of our partners, including those outside the G20, because one thing I think, again, I would just note is it's a political document. Where we make it a reality is going to be in a variety of other structures, the IMF, the World Bank, the World Trade Organization, the World Health Organization, etc., etc. So that will be our commitment. We will, of course, also start looking forward to the G20 next year, chaired by the US, and then we will start looking forward to the G20 in 2027, which right at the end of the document, I'm delighted to say, it says will take place in the United Kingdom. So that is what we will be focused on. That's what the Prime Minister will be focusing on, I'm sure, in his discussions in the plenary as we speak, and in his discussions with other leaders in the margins.
Before we let you go, High Commissioner, the geopolitical issues, I mean, Russia-Ukraine conflict, we know that quite a number of countries in the EU, UK and others, they've been really supportive of Ukraine's territorial integrity. I would imagine on the margins, that statement once again will come out.
I'm sure it will. The Prime Minister made a statement late yesterday talking about our continued 100% commitment to Ukraine's sovereignty, to its territorial integrity, and our commitment to working with our partners in the European Union, here in South Africa, and with the US, of course, on delivering what we really need, which is a ceasefire and a meaningful path to negotiations that delivers peace and security for the people of Ukraine. And I'm sure that will be discussed in the margins here today.
Thank you so much indeed for it. Of course, the British High Commissioner here in South Africa, talk about the significance of this particular gathering, but also other geopolitical issues as well. Kailise Khumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.